For every kid in this country that's in public education, there's close to 50 million kids. I need y'all to repeat after me. Say, I am a game changer. No, say, I am a game changer. Say, I can change the world. Now say, I can change the world. Let me get a 1 clap. Let me get a 2 clap. Let me get a 3 clap. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Principal Rahh. I'm the revolutionary principal. I'm straight out of Compton. If you don't get anything from me, change the world and don't let the world change you. Thank you. What's really critical is everybody want that seat until they sit in it. Right? Everybody want that seat, and then they sit in, they like, oh, this is what it's about. Now listen, you guys, one thing you're gonna know about me, I'm not gonna stand on no chairs, okay? Because, all right, listen. Because see how gravity works. How gravity works with my size is that I don't, go ahead. You know, that's private. So, but one thing I wanna say is this, is that it is really important for us as leaders to create the sandbox for our hiring committee. Meaning, what is the sandbox? This is the operation, or this is the limits in regards of your autonomy when it comes to our selection process. And it also must be clear that the communication and alignment, that the decision-making process is very clear. Because I've worked with school leaders, superintendents, where it's not clear, and those leaders go back and they will throw you under the bus and roll over you 10 times because they all felt that this person should have been selected, and you go and you select somebody else, and now you're the bad guy, and then now you have a disfranchised type of staff and a balkanized type of staff that you do not want. All right, so I just want to add that, Todd, go ahead. Love kids the way we want to love them, and we don't love kids the way they need to be loved. And a lot of times in that interview process, you have a short window of time to try to figure out if this is the right person for your culture. There's 2 things that you need to be looking for, performance and fit, right? Performance and fit into your culture. So there's 3 things that really work with how when I was a founding principal, operated our culture. The first thing is being humble. So we ask questions around, are you humble? Yes, are you great? We want you to be great, but do you have humility, and are you ready to be coached? Have you ever had somebody, like, it's like speed dating with teachers. You get a little bit and you like, oh, I thought I was getting something else. Oh my gosh, right? They putting on their best self. So that means you have to go underneath the surface to figure out who is the core of this this mass. So being humble is really important. The next thing is being hungry. The hunger to work with our kids in our community, in our school, right? You have to, it's after COVID, ladies and gentlemen, you have to have some inspiration to do this work, am I right? So then the last thing is, are you smart? And we, a lot of times, I'm not saying with your content, but with interpersonal relationships. If you guys, raise your hand if you are a principal in here, aspiring leader. Sometimes, no, not a lot of times, you have people on your staff right now that will do something just to piss off the other person. You are doing something, and it's a PD real quick, and then somebody's gonna say something, well, 3rd grade didn't use that strategy last year. And the next thing you know, there's text messages going all across. So I'm just saying, we have to do it 3 foundational things. We need to look for, is the person humble? The reason I kept saying prompt, I wanted you to get used to hearing it, because one of the skill sets that's going to be needed for your middle school students is the ability to prompt. I can tell you right now, my ed tech company right now are looking for those who have the ability to prompt. If you cannot prompt, that means I and my team have to develop time to coach you. And you know time is. So if they're with you, let's start using the time to prepare them for an industry we already know is coming. Now this number is gonna come down, ladies and gentlemen. It's not gonna stay at 375, right? It's going to even itself out. But I can tell you right now, prompt engineering will become the new, my thesis, it will become the new data entry. If you can't even do that, it's gonna be hard for you to land a job, right? So let's dive into how do you do this in the classroom now. These are the 5 E's of transformative learning. The first E is expectation. The second E is engagement. The next E is exploration, explanation, and last is exhibition. So, if I'm you, when I'm going back, I am just firmly working in exploration. Just let kids explore. Y'all seen the video of my daughter, right? Just explore it. Have fun. Do things like this. Open up Midjourney and say, hey, who can make the best Starbucks looking cup? And who can describe it? Create. Have fun. In Midjourney, you can create your own video game. If you like kids who like cars, create your dream car. Create your dream house. Do you know right now, kids across the country are not dreaming? So have them dream using these tools.